everyone! So, for today's video, I am going to be showing you the books I plan to read for a Very Merry Readathon, which is a Christmas-themed readathon that I created and am hosting this year with a bunch of other lovely ladies. And this year it is running from the 10th to the 16th of December. This is our third year doing it, so please feel free to participate. I don't know when I'm posting this video, but it's not too late because the challenges are super simple, and so they're really easy to complete even if you're joining last minute. And yeah, let's just get started with the books I plan to read. So the first challenge is to read a book with Christmassy colors on the cover. So this could be red, green, silver, gold, blue, anything like that. And for this, there's actually two possible books that I could read, but I am just going to use this one for this particular challenge, and that is Dash and Lily's Book of Dares by Rachel Cohn and David Levithan. So I believe this is a YA contemporary romance kind of story that is set in New York City, and we follow Dash and Lily, who I think meet and then they leave each other these little notes and dares around the city, which sounds super duper cute. And I've heard so many people recommend this for good holiday books, and I feel like I've read pretty much all of the recommended YA Christmassy books that are out there, but this one I haven't read yet, so I'm super excited to give it a read. And it's only about 250 pages, so it's really good for a readathon. Next challenge is to read a book that is set during the holidays, so I could use Dash and Lily again for this challenge, but instead I'm going to use Starry Night by Debbie Macomber. Debbie Macomber writes adult romance novels, but they're always super, they're very clean. They always have nice and tidy endings, and so I tend to avoid her books like the plague, but I make an exception for them at Christmas time because I always usually read at least one of her books, her Christmas novels, at least once a year at Christmas. And I've only ever read her Christmas books. I've never read any of her romance novels that are set in just everyday times. They've always only been Christmas. So this book, I believe it follows this aspiring journalist, and she set this task to try and find out about this famous author who is off the grid and nobody knows where he lives, but he's actually living in Alaska, and somehow she ends up there and she finds him, and she's trying to get this good journal story, but she ends up falling in love with him. That could be completely wrong, but that's what I got from the synopsis, and so it sounds pretty darn cute. And like I said, I make an exception for cute romances at Christmas time. Well, besides Casey West, I always make an exception for her, but at Christmas time, I make an exception for these kinds of stories, so I'm pretty excited to pick this one up. And this could also work for the challenge of reading a book with Christmassy colors on the cover, because I would consider blue to be a Christmassy color, and it has a Christmas tree on it, so it works. The next challenge is to read a book with illustrations in it, and for that challenge, I'm going to be doing my annual read of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. For the past 3 years now, I've been rereading a different edition of Alice in Wonderland every year, so this is the edition I'm going to be reading this year. This is full of all sorts of illustrations. Okay, I just had a little mini heart attack because I'm home alone and my bedroom door, which was closed, just opened. But it was just my cat. They're getting smarter. They're going to take over the world. Get out of my seat, cat. Hello. So as I was saying, this book is full of illustrations. And while I do think the illustrations in here are nice, they're definitely not my favorite illustrations that I've seen for Alice in Wonderland. It's just not my preferred style of illustrations, but I do still think they're pretty cool, and this is going to be a nice addition to read. Next challenge is to read a book that was given to you as a gift, and for that I am going to use Alice in Wonderland again, because this is a gift that was so kindly gifted to me by me. No, but I probably used a gift card to buy this because I bought it off a book outlet, so most likely I used a gift card that was given to me by somebody else. So technically this is probably something that somebody gifted to me. I just can't remember off the top of my head. And the fifth and final challenge for the readathon is to read a book just because you want to, which is obviously just a freebie, so I could use any of these books. What is my cat doing? Excuse me. Hello? Hello? cute. Give me a kiss. Nope. Okay. So yeah, I am completing my TBR with just 3 books, but these 2 books were interchangeable for the challenges that I used, so technically it could just be completed with 2. So yeah, like I said, this is super laid back. If you have one book that completes all 5 of the challenges, then you are golden. And yeah, leave me a comment down below and let me know if you'll be participating in a Very Merry Readathon, and let me know what your TBR was. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!